The movie opens in outer space during some time in the future. Inside a spacecraft we see a teenage girl, C, and her dad Damon. C is worried that they might get stranded on their next mission as the mining line they are working is closing down. They have a small window to catch their return ride on the ship. C is repairing her headphones while her dad takes drugs to help him relax. The ship looks dated and their existence seems to be a struggle just to get by. Her mom is dead and their lives seem to have taken a turn for the worse after her death. They get in a landing craft and are released from the main ship. They experience a rough entry into the atmosphere but land safely. They are off course and their ship is damaged, but they move out anyway so they can get their job done in time. They suit up and go out into the alien world. It's a heavily forested moon. The pair come across an old mining site and C finds the dead body of another miner. Her dad looks to see if something was left behind. He pulls something out of the ground and C helps him extract it. In a complicated process, Damon gets a gem from the object they pulled from the ground. The gem they found can pay off their debt, but her dad wants to keep mining so their future is more secure. C is refilling the water when her dad warns her over the radio that two people are approaching. C listens to the conversation on her radio. Her dad is attacked. The two men want to know where their landing pod is located. Damon makes a deal with the two men. He will take them to a rich location to harvest gems and he'll share the findings with them. C remains hidden and the other two don't know that she is there. The father and daughter secretly plan an ambush over the radio. C grabs a rifle and starts to follow the group. There is a standoff and the girl gets a jump on them. C wants to leave the men alone, but her dad goes through their gear. Damon finds all their gems and is attacked by one of the men. They end up shooting each other and Ezra executes him. C and Ezra are the only survivors. She is devastated by the loss of her father. She returns to their pod, but it won't start. C takes some of her father's pills to try and deal with the stress of being stranded. Later, Ezra comes across the lander while C is packing a bag. C shoots Ezra with the rifle, but Ezra is able to disarm her. C is able to get Ezra's pistol but wants to make a deal with him. She wants him to take her to his ship and get her off of the planet. She gives him a med kit, but Ezra's ship was damaged when his crew had a fight. He wants to team up with her to continue mining and he offers protection against the mercenaries she works for. C agrees for an even split. The two trek through the woods with C navigating. She holds a pistol to Ezra's back as she doesn't trust him. They come across local humans and Ezra wants to find their village so he can get medicine. His gunshot wound has been infected by the spores in the atmosphere. The locals make them put away the weapons before they will help. They want to buy C from Ezra because one of their women has died. There is a chase as C runs for her weapons. She leaves Ezra behind as shouts are heard coming from the hut. C's filter is filling up and she is struggling to breathe when she hears voices over her radio. She comes across a tent and Ezra pulls her inside. He gives her the pistol back and looks more sick than before. He couldn't clean his wound, so he needs to help to remove his arm before the infection spreads. He takes a sedative. She removes his arm and he is impressed by how calm she is. They bond a little on their journey and C finally shares her name with Ezra. By nightfall they come across the mercenary camp of the people who hired her dad. They have a prisoner being tortured in a strange box. Ezra acts as if he's Damon and they try to negotiate a ride off the planet. After a tense standoff, the two groups come to an agreement. The mercenaries lead Ezra and C to a large mining deposit and they begin to process the site. Ezra messes up extracting the gems because the remaining arm is his bad arm. C gives it a try, but she messes up as well. The mercenary camp's leader is ready to leave them when Ezra grabs him and kills him with acid. C keeps some acid hidden and uses the chemicals to make an explosive reaction. They are able to kill some of the mercenaries and get away into the woods. One of the mercenaries is tracking them down and they work together to kill her. Ezra is stabbed during the fight. He wants C to leave him so she can get off the moon. Another mercenary is alive, but one of their prisoners breaks loose and kills the guard. C goes back to Ezra and patches him up the best she can. The prisoner who killed the guard lets them pass and they go to the mercenary ship. They take the ship and are able to get off the moon together. Their craft is able to dock with the main transport ship and the movie ends. That's it for Prospect. Please like, subscribe, and share with friends. Leave a comment below if you have a movie you'd like to request.